gonna wait. I think I was having some issues with my connection, so hopefully it won't give me any issues right now. We will see. But if you are watching this from YouTube, then hi, hello. My name is Jessica Pearson. I'm from BeSkinnyButTomorrow.com. If you're watching this on Facebook, then you are friends with me on Facebook, so you already know who I am. So if anybody just tuned in, I'm sorry. I was having connection problems, and I'm hoping to the baby Jesus that it does not happen again. So, hi guys. Hi. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. If you can, if you don't want to, that's fine. I mean, it'll be cool. If you can, please share this video as it's happening, because I'm going to talk about some stuff that I would love for people to hear today. So anyway, like I said, I hope you're having a great weekend. So, okay, so I think I think that it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. And with me, there's usually many elephants. There's a whole damn zoo. But today, this elephant in the room has been something that I have wanted to talk about. I've touched on it. I've talked about it every now and then, whatever. Thank you. I've touched on it, but I've never actually really done a video on it. And it's been on my mind, and I'm getting more messages and seeing more posts, and so I was like, you know what? Today's the day. Today is the day. So, the elephant in the room that we are going to talk about today, drum roll. I wish I had like a drum roll thing. Wait, before I even get into it, I just have to show you guys something. Hold on. Because this is a new thing, and I feel like a badass. Hold on. What? What? Are you serious? Wait, ready? Watch. Are you serious? I have magic powers. This is amazing. I absolutely love it. So that was just one of the new filters that I feel like Shira, like a badass Shira. If you have no idea who Shira is, then you were probably born like 20 years before me, so you can just be quiet. So, okay, we're coming back, I swear. Alright, so this is my favorite filter to make my hair look poppier, because it's not usually this bright unless I've dyed it prior, which I haven't in a while. So, okay, let's talk about it. Let's do it. The elephant in the room today, you guys, is drum roll. I promise you I have friends. I really seem like I don't, but I promise you I do. Boom. Cold messaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all of it and why it is the bane of my existence in this business, okay? But before I talk about cold messaging, what I want to say, because I know that my videos get shared, and I know this is going to be public on YouTube, and I want people to understand that you might have signed up with somebody, okay? And I'm saying this for everybody. You might have signed up with somebody who teaches this, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I want you to know this. This method does work, but it works for about 2% of the world, okay? I am not joking when I say that. So I'm going to talk about cold messaging, but again, I want you to remember that you may have been taught this, and there's nothing wrong with what you were taught, but there are easier ways of going about this business without putting everybody else's business in jeopardy, which cold messaging has done. No offense, but it has. It put my business in jeopardy because of people cold messaging, and I am tired of it, so I'm going to talk about it now and hopefully at least attempt to put a stop to it, because one person talking about it maybe can't change everything, but if this video gets shared, then maybe it can. So let that be known, okay? So again, if you were taught this, if you personally do it, all of these things, all right? Again, I already know that there's going to be leaders that are not going to be happy with this video. That is fine, okay? You know what I'm not happy with? If my business shuts down. I'm not happy with that. So I will talk about this because I think it's very important. So again, elephant in the room, if you're just hopping on, cold messaging. So again, like I said, cold messaging works, okay? It works for about 2% of people in this world. You have to be the type of person that has zero issues zero issues reaching out to random strangers, okay, and completely sending them what we call a cold message. Not everybody can do that. Majority of people can't do that because it's not natural, right? It's very salesy. We might be in the business of selling products, but as far as I'm concerned, we are not salesmen. Please understand that we are not salesmen. So when I see, do you know, I have actually received cold messages from other distributors in this business, and that's not cool. It's not cool. And I don't know if maybe, again, you think that's the only way, but I want to tell you that there's other ways, okay? And I can't dance around my words any better than that, because like I said, I am going to get some people annoyed with me, but it is what it is, because I am tired of being messaged by distributors with a script without even looking at my profile to realize that I am a distributor as well with this company. And not only am I a distributor, but I'm a triple diamond. So I do know what I'm doing. I've been doing this business for a very long time. Why are you sending me a cold message script? You are blatantly, okay, ruining the business. Because if you're sending that out to me, you're sending that out to everybody. To everybody. And if I'm a distributor in your business and you are sending that out to me and I get pissed, could you imagine what other people are thinking when you send out that message? I have had people from other MLMs, okay, Unique, Mary Kay, what else was there? I don't even know. Maybe like Lip Sense, whatever. All these companies are fantastic. However, cold messaging is ruining your business. When you send me a message saying, hey girl, first of all, don't stop. Like, I mean, you see my name, right? Unless we have been conversing, then I'll say a hey girl to somebody because that's just how I talk. But don't flat out say, hey girl, I was thinking about you today. Hope you've been well. I don't even know who you are. What do you mean you hope I've been well? That would allude to the fact that we have talked prior, and we never have. So why are you using a script on me that says something like that and makes you look really dumb? It really, really does. It makes you look stupid. Like you're not researching who you're talking to. And it's really, really annoying. So when you send me a message from another company saying, hey girl, hope you've been well. I've been well. You would know that if we had a conversation prior to this one, but I'll continue. Hope you've been well. Was thinking about you. I don't know if you've seen what I've been doing, but I'm in this business. No, I wouldn't see what you were doing because I didn't even know we were friends on here. You want to know why? Because we don't talk. We don't talk. So the first time you message me is to tell me about your business. No, goodbye. Goodbye. Because that looks crappy. That looks salesy. And who wants to be sold to? Who wants to be sold to? My husband says every single time when we talk to our team about this stuff, and thank everything, they don't do this. But every single time he brings this up as a perfect example. You sound like a walking kiosk in a mall. You ever go to a mall and then you see those kiosks in the middle of the mall where people have the stupid curling irons and whatever else and the cell phones and this and that, and they're like, oh, girl, I love your hair. Come here. No, you don't. You know, you don't love my hair. Get away. Don't touch my hair. Don't touch me. Stop it. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is how you sound when you send out a cold message. You sound like a walking kiosk. And who wants that whenever you walk by a kiosk? Do you go up to them, oh, what are you selling? No, unless you're a wacko, you don't do that. What do you do? What do you do? I'm going to show you what you do. I don't have my phone on me right now, but I'm going to pretend I have this, okay? This is what you do. You pretend you're on the damn phone until they get away from you. That's exactly what I do, and I've seen other people do it. I literally have sat there on a bench in a mall, and I have watched people walk by me, not on their phones, and all of a sudden, within a certain amount of distance from this kiosk, all of a sudden you see everybody get on their phones. Do they all have phone calls right at that moment? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I am pretty sure what they're doing is trying to avoid the cold message salesperson. That's what they're doing. So, when you send a cold message to me from another company or this company, because there have been some, this is what you come across looking like. You come across looking like the kiosk at the mall, you guys. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, now, okay, I want to say this. Cold messaging works. I hate that I'm even saying that. But Cold messaging works, okay, if you feel like messaging 500 people a day. I don't know people that enjoy doing that, right? So I always say, work smarter, not harder. I don't know people that have time in their day to be messaging hundreds of people today, okay? Going on Instagram, follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow, follow, unfollow. I don't have time for that. I'm pretty sure they don't have time for that, but that's what they think is the right thing to do, okay? But where in the process of that is you? Where is your personality in that? Where is your energy in that? You guys know I talk about energy all the time, your personality, being natural, being personal. Where is you? Where did you go, okay, in that cold message? Because all I'm seeing is copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, right? Which is why nobody likes to do voice messages, you guys, because guess what? You can't copy and paste them. Now you can. Now you can share them, but I strongly suggest not doing that. But that's why nobody likes doing voice messages. I finally figured it out. Because people just like to copy paste a cold message that they were told to do, and that's the end of it. And here's the thing, okay? Would you rather, and this is what I mean when I talk about working smarter, not harder. Wouldn't you rather, okay, instead of messaging 500, 600 people a day, and I know people that do this, all right? Wouldn't you rather, instead of messaging that many people a day, hundreds of people a day, cold messages, okay, and then maybe getting like 1 or 2 signups for that day, maybe 3, okay? And I say maybe 3 because that's not a lot to me, okay? That's not a lot. When you message 500 people a day and you get like 3 signups, whatever, think about all of the time you put into that. Think about all of the work you put into that, right? When you could have been building relationships. So wouldn't you rather, okay, instead of messaging 500 people a day and then getting 2 or 3 signups, wouldn't you rather not message a single person, okay, and fill out your steps to success completely in one day by all of those people contacting you? Wouldn't you rather that happen? Sitting at home, maybe making some posts. Oh, look, there's another loyal. Oh, look, there's a distributor. Oh, look, I just filled out my steps to success today. Did I message anybody? No. Do you know that happens to me? That happened to me the other day. Happens to me all the time. Okay? Granted, I've been doing this for a very long time, but you guys, within my first year, this started happening. Within my first year. Why? Because I don't cold message. If you want to buy from me, you buy from me. If you want to join my team, you join my team. I'm not going to harass you because I got better things to do in my life, like live it. Okay? I don't have time to be going after people, a list of people, messaging, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. I don't do that. And again, I'm not saying that my way is the best way, okay? Because everybody will be successful in this business doing it their own way. I'm explaining that cold messaging needs to friggin' stop. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, because you guys that are cold messaging are putting it out there, okay? And again, I'm going to lose a lot of followers on this, but I don't care anymore. You are putting it out there, sending out these cold messages to people. They like your, they immediately, they like your stuff. They like a post. They like the post. It's called liking a post. It's not called, hi, send me a message because now I want to join your team. On the very rare chance that will happen, yes. But with everybody, no. And then what has happened? Now you have made it look like anytime that person likes an It Works post, they're going to get messaged. And guarantee you they do, because if you're doing it, then other people are doing it. And I've been the one that's been messaged. And I'm like, hello, I work with you. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? So when you do it this way, okay, you are setting the standard for everyone else in this business, and it's not cool. It's not cool. Like, again, unless you are of that 1 or 2% that can, like, pull in people, right? Just message, and you just sign up people left, right, and sideways. By the way, good job. Good job, because not many people can do that. So I actually applaud you for that. That's a great thing, all right? But on the flip side, when everybody is trying to do that, that's not their norm. That's not the type of person they are, okay? One, you have people quitting. You have people quitting way earlier than they probably ever would have ever, because they're being told, do this, and they're like, I feel like I'm bothering people. Yeah, you should feel like you're bothering people, because it's not normal. It's not normal. When I see people... Okay, now listen. I get a lot of messages from other distributors, okay? I love this business. I love this company. I love every single thing about It Works Global. Absolutely love it. I love corporate. I love everything. The products, obsessed, okay? I am obsessed with this business. But when I get messages from other distributors asking me, okay, so-and-so liked my post, what do I say now? What do you mean, what do you say? You don't do, why? Why would that even come to, maybe start building a relationship with them. Maybe start being a human being. And I'm not talking about people that have recently messaged me. I'm not talking about anything like that. I have seen posts, okay, from other distributors I'm in a ton of different groups, okay? And I see posts all the time where it's like, even in mine, where, you know, I don't know what to say now. I always get confused with what to say. I'm going to tell you why you get confused, okay? Because this is not normal. It's not normal. So subconsciously something is telling you this is not the way you normally talk to people. So of course you're asking yourself, well, what do I say now? What do I say? They liked my post. What do I say? Because it's not normal for somebody to like your post and then you message them about a business opportunity. That's not normal. It's not. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if people hate me for saying it, but it's not normal. So when you're thinking to yourself, oh, what do I say? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. You don't say anything. You just start following up with them, building a relationship with them instead of immediately jumping on them to see if they want to buy your products or do this business. Like, when you have to sit there and think to yourself, like, I don't know what to say, you have been conversing with people since the time that you could talk. It's not that you don't know what to say. It's that your subconscious is telling you this is not normal territory. This is not a normal way of interacting with somebody. It's not normal. It's salesy. So of course you're thinking to yourself, what do I say right now? Of course you are, because that's what's happening inside your mind. So I have no idea why I'm so ghosty right now, you guys. So that's what's happening. So, but again, would you rather be working smarter, not harder? Like, if you're doing amazing in this business, right? And you are making a great paycheck and you are helping so many people change their lives and you are making a ton of friends with your downline and your sideline and this and that, like, wouldn't you want to be spending your days enjoying your success rather than literally having a list of 500 people a day to message? Guys, when I tell you, and I am not joking about this, when I tell you that I fill out my steps to success without having to reach out to a single person, I don't reach out to anybody, and I fill out my steps to success. Why? Not because I'm magical, although I'd like to believe so. No. Because I don't cold message. I literally build those relationships with people. And I'll say, you know what, if you're not ready now, that's fine. Just hit me up whenever you're ready, whatever, it's cool. When you go and you go to a car dealership, right? We all hate the car dealership. I don't know anybody that likes the car dealership. When you go to a car dealership and you have a salesperson there, okay? He is normally the typical salesperson that you literally, before you even get out of the car, you're dreading being there. Okay, I've been there, I've been in that situation. But what happens, and I've had this happen, what happens when you get a sales guy who doesn't follow you around the lot, who doesn't say, oh, you know what, I can give you this better deal for this, blah, 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 who doesn't do any of those things and is just like, you know what, have a seat, take a ride in it with me, see if you like it. No, you're not interested? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know, think about it. Have a think about it, whatever. For the rest of the day, Dan and I, because this has happened, Dan and I have been talking about whatever car it was, maybe an RV, whatever. That's actually why we bought the RV that we did, because our sales guy, Tyler, I don't know if you're watching, he was amazing. He didn't pressure us. Nobody stalked us. Nobody was like following up 24/7. Nobody did that. So we were thinking about it all day, and we're like, yeah, you know what? Like, he didn't even really bother. Like, he wasn't really salesy. He was just like, hey, you guys want it? You want it? It's cool. It's cool. If not, whatever. And like, yeah, I want him to get that sale now because he wasn't like that. I have said that about so many people. I want X whoever to get that sale from me and get that commission from me because they didn't harass me. I have said that in real life, not in It Works, completely outside of things, whether it was in a mall, a car dealership, somebody maybe taking care of credit card, loan, anything, okay, anything it might have been, I would make sure to go out of my way to make sure that that person got my money and my sale and my business because they deserved to get it. They deserved to, because they realized that I am a human being just like them and I do not need to be sold to. I already got myself to the dealership, right? I got myself there. Clearly, I'm looking for something, right? But I don't need to be sold to. I'm a grown adult, all right? Maybe you can help me, you can guide me, you could do this, but I don't need to have papers thrown in my face, scripts thrown in my face, none of that stuff, you guys. So when I bring that back to stuff that I do in this business, okay? You can literally, well, you can't see my friends list, but I can guarantee you that I have never reached out to any of those people that have ever purchased from me or ever joined my team. Every single person on my team, by the way, every distributor that is in my downline, I have never met them personally. I have never spoken to them before until they signed up. Every single one. Every single one. Now, is this some like magic thing that it just happens for me? I fully believe that my energy creates it. I fully believe that me not giving a crap creates it, because I don't have any desperation. I don't have any desperation to meet sales goals and this and that. Like, I don't care. I don't care because I know it's going to happen. So I don't care. And if that's not your mentality, you need to get into that mentality, because I promise you that if you stop the cold messaging and you start talking to people like human beings, you will get more people wanting to give you their business and actually genuinely caring about being on your team than just people that you had to force to sign up. Think about all the people that you've signed up. Think about the amazing leaders, the amazing people you have on your team, right? And then think about the rest of them. The majority of the people that sign up with you. Did you have to convince them? Did you have to sit there and go through an objective and say, guys, or whatever your name is, listen, you really have to do, I think you could be amazing at this. I think you could be wonderful. And did you just say it to say it? Did you just say it to say it, or did you genuinely think that they'd be amazing? Because here's the thing. If you genuinely thought that they'd be amazing, then that means you were having prior conversations to get to know them, to know whether or not they would be amazing. But if you're saying that to people and you don't have a clue what their life is like, you don't have a clue who they are, and what happens? They sign up because they were like kind of forced into it. Not that anybody could force anybody to do this, but they sign up and they think, whatever. And I love, by the way, that it started out with a bunch of people and now the numbers are going down because there's people that do this and they don't like what I'm saying. And I'm sorry, guys, but when my business is affected, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak up, because when I go on my Facebook and people message me and they're like, wow, you know what? I want to buy from you. Want me to tell you why? Because you are the only distributor that I have ever followed that has not messaged me to harass me. Swear on my life, you guys, this is what happens. I should not have to say this stuff. I should not have to say, private, personal, business stuff, but I don't care. I don't care. When people stop cold messaging and start being real, okay, I sound like the real world right now. Again, if you're too old for that or too young for that, then I don't even want to deal with it. Make me feel like an old woman. But when you start being real instead of being scripted, instead of doing a script, you guys, like, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You think it works because you signed some people here and there, right? But again, would you rather have a bunch of people signing up without you having to have done anything? Or would you rather see a couple of people sign up and be like, yeah, it worked, when you talk to like 500 people? Do you know the amount of time you're putting into that? Do you know what you're worth an hour? Do you understand your worth? Because what you're literally putting out there is like, I'm worth 25 cents an hour. Because the amount of time that you put into messaging people, following up, follow, unfollow, message, harass, no is never a no. All those stupid things, you guys, like, you could be living your life. You could be living your life enjoying your success with this business or building your success with this business instead of doing what you think is the right thing. And you guys, again, I will say it again because I know, and I'm fully prepared for it. Bring it on, all right? I'm fully prepared for it. There's going to be people that don't agree with me, and that's okay. That's okay, because there's things that they do that I don't agree with, all right? But When I get messaged from another distributor, when I get messaged with a script that I have seen, and then they send it to somebody who's actually a distributor. Guys, if you look on my profile, you don't think that I work for AT&T. You could clearly see I work for It Works. You could clearly see that it's all over my page. So you literally, and I'm not going to call you out right now, but you should feel really, really stupid. You literally just went right to my profile after accepting, and we made the friend request, whatever, and then boom, you didn't even look at my profile. You just hit message and you sent me that script. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Do you know how ridiculous that is and how wrong it is? It's wrong. It is wrong. It's not the way to build a business. It's not the way. So, again, I know that a lot of people have messaged and I haven't seen a word of it, because when I get in my zone, you guys, I get in my zone. I don't know if people asked me questions. I don't know if people made statements. I don't know if people told me off. Probably. I don't know. But yes, it does. It does. This business is amazing, you guys. And then it makes this business look bad. When you go on to Instagram and then you see somebody's profile, in their profile bio on Instagram it says, "No, it works, people." Are you freaking kidding me? Why do you think that happened? Why do you think that happened? Not because no, that's the product, Sparks were awful, she hated it. No, nobody puts that in their bio unless they've been harassed over and over and over again by people from a certain business. That's exactly why she put it. And I see it all the time. And if your cold messaging is affecting my business, I'm going to speak up about it. I will always speak up about it because I worked damn hard to get where I am. And I never had to harass people. Never. So like I said before, especially if you're just hopping on now, wouldn't you rather work smarter and not harder? Yes, the thirst is real. The thirst is real, Erica. It's awful. The desperation is real. And it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me, you guys, because you don't need to be doing this. Wouldn't you rather, again, for the new people, would you not rather that you work smarter, not harder, right? And not do a damn thing, you guys. I did not do anything the other day but maybe make some posts. That was it. Went about my day, cleaned, cooked, did some errands, whatever, and I filled out my steps to success all in one day. Like, I didn't start it at the beginning of the month and then I finished it that day. No, I started and finished it that same day. That same day. So, you know how many people I signed up then. I did that with no cold messages. Not even a follow-up. Nothing. I didn't do any of that. People messaged me. Thank you very much, Brooks, but I'm sorry. I'm married. Sorry. And he's in the other room, so. But thank you. But people messaged me. So, you guys, it is fully possible to be in a position in this business and any other business where you are working smarter, not harder. Okay? Smarter, not harder. And smarter means you could fill out your steps to success in one day. One day. And it's not just me, it's possible. In one day, or maybe 3 days if you want to extend it, whatever you want to do. Fill out for the month, steps to success for the month. You could do that without having to harass people and cold message and do everything that you may think is right. Because like I said before, okay, there are some people in this business, and I literally raise my hat to them, tip my hat, raise my glass, whatever, to them. Because they have gotten to where they have gotten, because they are the type of personality to do something like cold messaging, and that has worked for them. But the majority of people are not like that. The majority of people can't do that. So when I get messages from people saying, I don't know what to do, I was taught to cold message, I hate it. Of course you hate it. Of course you hate it. Because it's not normal. It's not natural. You sound like a robot. You feel like you're bothering people. And you should, because it's not normal. You are not building relationships with people. Now here's the thing with that, okay? There's a difference between cold messaging, flat out cold messaging, and like warm messaging, should I say? Because I'm totally into that. Okay? If there's somebody, and by the way, this is never with my intention to, next message I send her, I'm going to ask her about hair, skin, and nails. No, this is never with my intention. I will have people on my friends list that I will literally follow. and I will see their posts and I'll love what they say. Maybe they have some cute kids. Maybe they are like stunning, drop dead gorgeous. And I'm like, damn, I need to follow her makeup pictures because I have to do my makeup like this. And I'll just follow like a normal human being. And then one day I will message and I'll be like, hey, listen, I know we've never talked before, but I just had to absolutely tell you, maybe her makeup was amazing, right? Like, I've been following you for your makeup. I'm obsessed with it. Like, fully obsessed. I stalk you. It's cool. Don't get nervous. And, you know, I love it. And I just had to tell you, like, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I finally got my contour and highlight down, but now I want to do other stuff, and you've totally inspired me, whatever, so I just wanted to let you know. Did I say anything about it works? No. Did I say anything about the business? Nope. Did I say, oh, by the way, you know what? You might need some lip and eye? No. I didn't say anything. I said nothing about it works because it was just a compliment. That's it. And people think that they have to message people, say that, and then maybe at the end be like, oh, by the way, are you interested in another $500 for the month? Like, if I was the girl on the other end, I'd be like, so the only reason that you messaged me was really to get to the PS of, are you interested in $500 a month? Do you understand what I'm saying now? Do you see how it looks? It is completely about being a human being, talking and conversing with people like you've been doing since the time you could speak, and building relationships. Yes, Stephanie, building relationships. If you're not building relationships, you are not going to have longevity. Do you understand that? If you are not building relationships, you are not going to have longevity in this business. And for this type of business, trust me when I say this, you want to have longevity. You want to have longevity. You don't want to, boom, shoot right through the front gate, okay? Because you didn't give a crap about anybody that you were talking to, and you're just like, sign up, da, 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 fill in the boxes, whatever. And then all of a sudden, what happens? You have no personal relationship with them because you didn't give a crap about them from the start, so they drop off. And then where are you left? Where are you left with? Maybe you hit an awesome promotion, but guess what? You're back down. I know it. I've seen it, okay? I have talked to people. I know. So, wouldn't you rather be building relationships and have longevity in this business than actually not put other people in a bad light because of your bad practices? Like, what? I mean, maybe you don't care. But wouldn't that be a better option? Like, for me it is. For me it absolutely is. What did you say? Last night I talked to a girl I've recently added for 30 minutes last night about her getting her Cosmo license. Didn't say a word about works. Exactly. Exactly. Because you remembered to have a conversation. I'm glad that you said that. Like, do you see? Do you guys see? So, I don't mean to preach. I realize that some people like my preaching, but I don't want to come across like that. I don't mean to preach. Sometimes I just can't help it. Sometimes it just builds up inside and I just have to say what I have to say. But you guys, again, I'm not joking when I say that I filled out my steps to success and didn't have to reach out to a single person. It literally just happened. Just happened. And it wasn't the first time that's happened. It happens to me all the time. And you know what I'm doing in the middle of that? I'm living my life. I'm enjoying my life instead of worrying about messaging 500-600 people a day. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. It's just, are you going to do that for the rest of your life? Like, what? It doesn't make any sense to me. So, again, sorry for the rant. Actually, I'm not sorry. This needed to be said. This absolutely needed to be said. And again, like I said before, if you are somebody that's been taught this, your upline might be somebody at the top 10 for all I know, right? And that may have worked for them, and that's great. But at the end of the day, do what you feel your gut should tell you to do. If cold messaging is not natural to you, don't do it. Don't do it. If you're being told to do something by anybody, and this goes for my team too, you guys, okay? Because I know some of my team is on here. If I tell you guys to do stuff and you're like, that doesn't feel right, then I don't want you to do anything that doesn't feel right, because then you are not going to enjoy this business. And if you are not going to enjoy this business, then you are not going to go anywhere with this business. And if you want to go somewhere with this business, you have to love it. You have to feel it inside how much passion you have. You have to for this business or any business, right? Especially if you're on my team. So if you are somebody on my team or any other team, do what you feel should be right. Now, for you, that means cold messaging, then that's fine. Stay away from my people, right? Don't be teaching my people any of that. But for the majority of us that don't do that and can't do that, and also, most importantly, not even just can't and don't, but don't see it as right, that's the most important part. Then do what you feel is right. okay? Because that's the best advice that I could give you as far as cold messaging goes. Stop doing it and actually build relationships with people. And you won't have to worry about, you know, oh, I got to fill in box. I got to guys, I'm not joking, okay? I'm not joking. Like, if you could literally have a video on me all day on whatever, like end of the month, middle of the month, beginning of the month, it doesn't matter. You'll see that I don't do that stuff and I still get signups every day. Every single day. Every day. I keep track of this stuff. So, and there's nothing different about me. There's nothing special, there's nothing different about me than you. You could do the exact same thing. So, thank you, Bobby. Thank you. It is called social media for a reason. It's not called selling media. It is not called cold messaging media. It's not called any of those things. It's called social media. Freaking be social. You have 3,000 plus friends on there. You don't give a crap about them though, do you? You don't. All you care about is making your posts and hoping people are going to like it, people are going to share it, people are going to do this, people that. I stay social with people. I stay social. I talk to people on a daily basis. On a daily basis, just to talk to them, just to comment, just to be a human being, right? Like, what I do is not my life. Me is my life, okay? It works should not be everything that I talk about. It shouldn't be. Otherwise, who's going to want to talk to me about me? Who's going to care? Because when people try and talk to me, they're going to think, oh, she's just going to bring them up. She's going to talk about it at work. All she's going to talk about. It's all she's going to talk about these stupid raps, whatever. Like, do you see what I'm saying now? So, all right. Again, I have no idea if anybody asked. I feel like you guys have made so... Why is this so bright in my face? I feel like you guys made so many comments, and I don't even know what anybody said. I have a few seconds. If you have any questions at all, if you want to tell me off, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do. I welcome it. I totally welcome it. So just whatever below, and then that's it. And then I'm gonna go. But I hope you guys understand why I did this video, because I'm tired of it. How many work posts do I do a day? Honestly, I don't count them. I kind of just, if I feel like doing 3, I'll do 3. If I feel like doing none that day, I'll do none. If I feel like doing, 7, I'll do 7. It's really just like whatever I come up with. Thanks, Fazzy. Should you stop messaging? You should not stop messaging unless you are cold messaging. Unless you are not building relationships. Like the example I gave before about how I will just message people that I've been following and I'm liking their posts and this and that, and I'll finally reach out and I'll be like, hey, I just had to tell you I absolutely freaking love your makeup. Like, you do bomb makeup and I love it and I'm jealous and like, whatever. How I would talk to a friend. And I have no intention with that message. I don't go into that message thinking, oh, I hope she signs up. I don't care. She sees what I do because we've been interacting. If she wants to sign up, she will. I don't have to ask her. I don't have to say, hey, listen, have you thought about it? I don't have to do any of that. I'm not going to do it. But again, that's just me. Just curious, how quickly did you promote when you started without messaging people? I didn't know about charting. So I was just signing a lot of people and everybody was buying and people were joining my team and I didn't know anything about placing or charts or Ruby or anything like that. So I would say I had like about 20 distributors under me in the first couple of months before I even knew what charting was. And maybe like 3 or 4 months after that, when I figured out charting, I was like, oh, okay. So I just, next time that happens, I'll maybe move them over. Okay, this is cool. This is fine. And then I went Ruby. And then every single month after that, I went Ruby. The next month, I went Emerald. Month after that, Diamond. Month after that, Double. And then like 3 months after that, Triple. So that is what I did. So, I mean, I would say it was pretty fast. Right? I would say it was pretty fast. I feel like I try to be blunt and that scares people off, but how do you deal with excuses? It depends on what you're being blunt about, and who the excuses are coming from. Are they coming from your team? Or are they coming from people that, I don't think you meant team, but are you, do you mean they're coming from people that maybe say they're interested or whatever? Like, honestly, if somebody gives me like an excuse, like, I don't have time for it. I'm being, you guys, I am extremely honest, okay? Like, I know that sounds crazy. I know that there should be, like, some grand thing about what I might say or do, but I'm telling you, like, there's so many people in this world that want these products. There's so many people in this world that want this opportunity. Like, if people tell me they don't have time, they don't have money, whatever, like, I'll talk to them for maybe 5 minutes about, like, how they do have time and how they do have money. But after that, like, if they don't sign up, bye. I mean, I just don't have time for it. Like, again, there's the desperation. I'm not saying you're being desperate, by the way. But I'm saying, like, your energy. You know, I don't have time for that. If I sat there and I was like, but listen, like, you might, you know, I think that you could be great at this. There's people that I think would be phenomenal at this. And you know what? For whatever the damn reason, they just won't do it. So that's on them. That's on them. There's going to be plenty of other people in this world that do want to do it. So I know, Rachel, I'm sorry that I didn't give you a proper answer, but that's literally what I do. I don't bother with it. What is going on? What if you just message people to say good morning and get a combo going that way, but nothing about it works, or do you suggest it being something about what they post? No, honestly, Erica, and I love you. I love your face. Just messaging people to say good morning, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with that. Like, that's just being a person, right? Like, that's being a human being, having a normal conversation. Like, when you're not going into it thinking, like, I have to sign this person, I have to do this, I have to do that. Oh, I'm going into it, and at the end, right after she replies, I'm going to say, hey, by the way, have you thought about a second income? Like, you know, as long as you're not doing that, then you're being social. That's the right way of doing it. You are being social, and that's what we're supposed to do. What is this? I feel like I'm doing exactly what you're talking about, but don't feel like I'm signing people like I should. I've been in this business 7 months and haven't promoted at all. Not sure what to do. There's a lot of factors there. It depends on how you're doing it. Are you doing it on social media? Are you doing it belly to belly? Are you doing it both? Have you had, if you're doing it face to face, are you having at least 2 or 3 wrap parties a week? If you're doing it on social media, do you have at least 2,000-3,000 people that you are friends with on there that you've been adding and you've been being social with? Has your algorithm maybe gone down with your post? Maybe you started out annoying. I don't know. You said that you were doing everything I said, so maybe you didn't. But, you know, there's a lot of factors in there. If you want to message me privately, you could tell me some stuff, and then maybe I could help you out. I don't know. Did you sign DTs your first month? Any tips on how to sign DTs? I am almost 1,000% sure that I didn't, because I didn't even know the importance of them. I just signed loyal customers left, right, and sideways. Like, I think I had, like, my loyal, by the second, like, 2.5 months in, I got my loyal customer bonus for the 60 loyals. They were just signing up. And I'm telling you, it's because I was just posting results. I was posting results all the time, and I was excited about it, and I wasn't using scripts, and at the time, there was no scripts, which I wish it was like that now. But yeah, so thank you. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you. Do you make the same posts on Instagram and Facebook? Most of the time I do, yeah, because I feel like, especially if I feel like that's a really good post. Like, I put a lot of thought into that post. Like, I'm not going to waste it just on one platform. Like, no. It needs to go on Facebook too. So I'll do that as well. So, any tips on how to sign DTs? I don't know if you've seen my YouTube channel, Katie. Sorry, your name was cut off. But there's actually a few videos on there on how I sign distributors. There's a couple. So yeah, and I actually just made a post about that recently. So all right, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and probably have 1,000 messages from people hating me, or loving that I finally put this out there. I don't know, but either way, I hope you guys have a great day. And I will. Oh God, you guys, I have to do my hair. What if you have a small network? Build your network. Build your network. I have people on my team. I have somebody that's about to be a double diamond in this business, and she started out with like 80 friends on Facebook, and now she has more than me. So all you gotta do is build your network. That's it. All right, you guys, I will talk to you later. Thanks for listening to my venting, ranting spiel. All right, have a good one.